Hi everyone, it's Jessica. How are you? Welcome back to my channel. It's the first Wednesday of the month, so we're here to talk about monthly challenges. Now, last month in February, our challenge was to make something with the improv quilting technique. I have mine to show you in a minute. And now we're getting into March, and I have a new challenge for you. First, let me show you what I made for the February challenge. I made this improv baby quilt. I started off with a fat quarter bundle, and I probably only used half of that, so I have plenty more to make another one of these. My first block that I made were the improv stars. I know that I wanted to have improv stars in this quilt, and that is what I went with. There's a video of us making this star together here. I'll link to that below if you haven't seen it. I did a whole video on how I made this quilt and the process that I took to get here. But basically, after I made the improv stars, I started making other units. I did half square triangles, I did patchwork blocks. And then I started putting all together with random strips that would fit. I did a courthouse steps block, and I have another one of those down here, a smaller one. And then I put in some large scale prints from this collection that I wanted to feature. And it turned out really well. I love it. This is the first time I've ever made an improv quilt. Definitely not the last. And this is a thoroughly enjoyable, relaxing technique because nothing has to be perfect. Anything you do will work. Anything goes in this. I quilted it with the Abacus pantograph. I did a scrappy binding. I kept light colors together, but otherwise I used cuts from the fat quarters to do this, a scrappy binding. And for the backing, I used one of the prints from the collection. So all in all, I say February's challenge was very successful. Improv isn't something that I usually do. It's not a particular skill that I've been drawn to, but after making this, I can say how truly fantastic it is, and I'll definitely be making more improv quilts. And that's exactly the point of this challenge, to broaden your horizons, let you learn something new, maybe something that you wouldn't typically pick on your own, and you might not enjoy doing it, but also you might enjoy doing it. And it might be another thing that you can use in your quilting arsenal, make projects with, and really just have fun with. Let's talk about March. So the March topic is more of a color challenge. I'm calling it the crayon challenge. And there's a lot of varieties of this out there. You can do it with many things. I have these 8 crayons here. So what I have black and white, and then I have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and brown. And what we're going to do is just close our eyes and pick 3 colors. Once you pick the colors, you need to make something with that. It can be as small as a pincushion, as large as a quilt, whatever you want, anything in between. Make whatever inspires you. And also, it can be any shade of the crayon that you picked. So if you picked red, you can use anything on the spectrum of red. So all the way to like really dark maroon to really light pink. So let's pick. I got white, orange, and red. So I better get thinking what I can make with this. If you don't have crayons, you can use anything that you do have. Paint chips, construction paper, anything that's colored, you know, your plates or your bowls, whatever representation of color that you need. Pick 3, and that's what you use for your project. If you have any questions on this challenge, just let me know. And if not, I'll see you back here soon. Thanks for following along.